Hello, everybody, and welcome to what is going to be the most shortest video and easiest video I've ever done for Oblivion. Because I am doing my review video for Oblivion Remastered, The Elder Scrolls 4, which is the only of the Elder Scrolls that I had played. And it's the first time I actually played Oblivion. So I played Oblivion for the first time with the remastered version, and I'm playing it on the Xbox Game Pass through the PC. So I'm playing it through the PC Game Pass rather than on the Xbox console. That will be changing. Because I've finally managed to set up the Xbox. And you'll notice that I am in a different place to the last episode. Okay, so the episodes have gone well. I think this is the 30th, so 30 is good for Oblivion. And I'm just going to run through a few things. I'm going to run through the things that went well for me, the things that didn't go well for me, things that were down to me, why they didn't go well, and the things that maybe didn't go down to me. So I'm trying to cover all bases. Okay, I've not done a review, but I'm going to do a personal, not a review down to the game's fault. It's my review on how the whole experience of playing Oblivion went. So let's just tell. I'm just going to show you where I ended up. So you'll notice that I've got a new armor. It looks fantastic. So basically, we chose our race at the start, our birth sign, the class. We ended up making it to level 12. I have seen other people get to like level 20, and that must be through doing lots of quests, all the quests, all the side quests. So the choice of customization at the start was unbelievable. I've seen so many people make so many different style characters, some funny, some really serious, some in-depth, some crazy stupid, which is funny. So yeah, I'm a Khajiit, like a tiger man. If you've watched the videos, obviously you will have seen what I look like. Okay, so let's just carry on anyway. I had to wait for my final quest. I had to wait 2 weeks to get this armor and to unlock basically this armory area. So that's why I had to unlock it. The wooden door to the Imperial City, the prison district, and it was the armory. And I had to wait 2 weeks. So this is where my first thing comes in. Now, I'm going to start with the negative parts. Okay, the negative parts. I am really, or I was really disappointed with how it ran. Okay, I think that's down to the PC. Whether it be my PC or just PC in general, running it off the PC Game Pass, it did not run. You will have noticed then that the loading screen of even the world was just wrong. Now, if that's down to my PC, then obviously not a lot I can do with it. I've had to mess around with lots of things, but it did keep happening. And it's not the first time I've seen people say stuff about Oblivion. Okay, so for me to play it, remember it's only personal. For me to play this game and seeing things like that happen, and the loading times as well taking too long, it put me off playing. It's took me so long to do this, even just doing the main quest, simply because the loading and even the loading of the world, it was just really off-putting and annoying. But again, that could possibly be down to playing it on the PC. If I'd have played it on the Game Pass on the Xbox, because that's where it was free, obviously, rather than buying it, it may have run a lot better. It may have. I wouldn't know. I'd have to try it. I'd have to see other people. I've seen the annoying thing is I've seen other people play this game and it runs so well and so fast. I don't know if they're playing it on the Xbox, the PlayStation, or on even on the PlayStation or on the PC. I know PC gaming is working its way up to be good, and I know there are lots of issues still, but it's growing. But for me, playing it on the PC, it stopped me from playing it. So I would suggest, or I would recommend, if you're playing this game, play it on your Xbox, not your PC. I imagine people would have played it on their Xbox in the original, or were they playing on PC? It was just lazy. I don't know. Did it run better? Did the original run better? I don't know because I didn't play it. I'm just going from what I've played. The next thing, I have got so many side quests. I don't know how long they take. I don't know if they're quick. Level 5. Now, if I was playing properly, I'd have done some of these as I was going. There is so many. I'll show you again in a second. I'll show you the map. There's so many things to do. But the final quest was obviously to wait 2 weeks. Now that was 2 weeks in Oblivion time. You can press T. Get 24 hours, so you can do that 14 times, or you can go to sleep. 12 hours do. You can explore, and time works like that. You can go on the map. If I go on the map and travel somewhere, let's say I'm here in the Imperial City and I travel over here, maybe it'll skip like 8 hours, so it'll end up being like nearly 10 o'clock. But that's quite long. Now, if I'd have done all the quests and there was just me exploring, I would have to do what I did, and all I did, I did explore a bit. So if I show you my map now, from the last time I played, I have done a bit of this over here. I literally just covered all of there. Well, not all of it, that area. I ran around here. I ran around here. I ran around here. I was just running. And I still didn't cover enough time. I had to. In the end, instead of going to bed, I just stood inside. Press time, 24 hours, 24. I must have done it a lot of times. Obviously, I didn't video it. A waste, but it was so long. Now, if your quests are done and you want that to complete your main quest, and you have to keep, that is very long. I think 2 weeks is a long time. It doesn't really need. If it was said 2 weeks and then it came up and said, "Oh, it's ready early," after 2 days, that would be 5 days. That would be sound, but that was really annoying, and I thought that was very stupid. But other than that, other than it being my PC and that waiting time, I don't have many negatives. It was fun when it was running smoothly. It was fun. So I'm gonna do three negatives. Is the final negative thing I have is that maybe it's because I'm not an Oblivion player, like I have never played it before, is that so my current status is like vampirism. Check. I am vampired. Not even a... Oh, here we go. Vampirism. So, which is cool. It's a great idea, but I get sun damage, which sucks. Sucks massively. It's so annoying. I didn't want to be a vampire. I think maybe I killed the vampire caves, or too many vampire caves. I just thought maybe the explanation as to why I'm a vampire, or how I became a vampire, or the choice of me becoming a vampire, it was limited. But like, I didn't choose to be a vampire. Not that I can remember. Or if I did, there was no like description to say, "Oh, the effect, by the way, will be that you can't go out in the day without getting burnt," because that was becoming a real pain in the ass. Like, I wasted so much time, like Oblivion time, not real life time, but Oblivion time, going, time, go to bed, pay £20 to go to bed because I didn't want to, because sometimes I couldn't even travel in the day because I was taking damage. So I'd be in the sea, £20, go to sleep, wake up at night, then travel, then and so on. That was annoying. If I could have had the choice, or I knew that was going to happen, and I did have a choice somewhere, I would never have done it. But that is the open worldness of the game, and you expect them things to happen. It was just a pain in the ass. Didn't want it, and I don't know how the hell to apart from going to sleep and sucking on people's necks. Finding people then in the daytime to suck on their neck. Feed on them, that's what it says. It was hard. Same with the stealing. Sometimes I didn't even know if I'd stole something, but the prison guards would be like, "Hey, you, give us your money. Give us back what you stole." Like, whoa, I didn't even know I'd stolen anything. But anyway, they're my bad points. They're my 3 bad points. Running, which is down to probably my PC or the Game Pass or whatever. The loading times. The quest times were annoying. You have to figure it out, obviously, yourself. You have to figure out. There was a lot of times where I had to figure out, I had to be there at noon, or I had to be there at this time, whatever. It doesn't give me the whole quest thing. That would have been good for it to show me. Oh, here, look. This was it. But this one was annoying. In 2 weeks, I had to. That was just silly. And finally, the choice of what you become. So becoming a vampire. I didn't like that. Did not like that. Positives. Always do the positives. There's way more positives. Okay, the positives are that, well, if I go from each thing, it is the positive thing that I didn't know is that there's so much stuff in the world of Oblivion. In this, there are so many things that you don't even know where they are. Hence the episode which was Becoming a Master, where I went around and found a ring, armor, but you can just go and get them. I like that. I like that in all open world games, where it doesn't matter what level you are or what you are, you can just go and collect something that's going to make you better, or give you some sort of buff, some sort of shield, or even underwater ring, or armor, or special weapon. That's cool. I like that. I always like that about Oblivion, about open world games, and the map is cool. What I didn't do enough, when it was really annoyed me, was when I was playing on my own, where I went to all these places. Is horse was so much easier, and I spent so much time running. I would probably go to here, and I would just run to here. If I didn't fast travel, or if it was like, oh, I'll just go travel from here, I would just run, and I'd get in so much trouble all the way. I just used my horse. I did not take advantage of that enough. The spells are cool. They're so easy to use. Whacking them in here, really easy, really good. The weapons are cool. The armor's cool. The stealing part of the game is wicked. If I understood how that worked a lot better, it is so good, because at the very start, I don't know if you remember, but one of the first episodes I went and stole like an axe maybe, or a mace, if I remember. And it was a great weapon. You can't sell it, obviously. That was good. The stealing idea and the being able to do what you want, however you want, like that. I went through so many in my own mind. Like, let's say when I was, let me just show you an example. This is exactly what I would. Oh wait, past time. So we pass time because we've got to go to night time. Again, being something is cool. Like, having the effect vampirism is cool, but I didn't want it. I didn't want to be a, or if I, let's say I wanted to be a vampire, if I knew they were the effects, I wouldn't have wanted it. If I knew I had to feed every night, I would never have done it because it was annoying and it's wasted so much time. So this is how this game made me feel, because there is so many quests, and it's good that there's so many quests. You can just pick up somewhere, speak to someone, and say, "Oh, so and so's done this. Go and capture them." And you gotta just go find them, or by speaking to people, which is wicked. And I'm pretty sure that all the Elder Scrolls games are like that, like really inventive. You have to find out yourself, find the person who stole this. There you go. They're like that. That's annoying. Yeah. Buttons are so easy on the PC. The buttons are easy to use. I started using obviously the mouse that would do that, which is wicked. I just obviously need that myself. Again, that's a personal problem. I wasn't using the mouse that I'm using right now, but flicking between the weapons. So there's your sword. I can get it, or the dagger. Changing between spells. Get this sword, two-handed, really good. Shields as well, putting it away, getting a torch out at times. It's just so fast, so easy. So let me just tell you, look, these are the things that ran through my head constantly when playing this game, which I like because, well, you'll find out. So I'm in here, right? If I was to see Joffrey or Martin, and they're talking, or I'm thinking, or I'm feeling a bit brave or a bit whatever, genuinely, in my mind, sometimes I thought, I might just kill you, see what happens. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to attack this person.
By the nine divines, assault! Assault!
And I just really wanted to see what happened.
The training of thousands has passed through me.
Obviously, we're not going to save it like this, but I've been so curious all game to think, what if I kill that person? And maybe throughout playing, I have done that. But in one of the videos, I killed a few of the guards that were actually with me, and they were like, "Oh." Obviously, there's no lock on, so you can't lock onto an enemy to fight them. Or I haven't found a lock on to the enemy. Look, so they're all after me. I'm gonna run up there to them as well. They might join in. But locking on would have been ace, because I attacked my own men so many times. Where are they going? Yeah, so they really want beef. I don't know if that would have spoilt like what they're doing. Numpties. Go about there. Next thing, the choice of, now it's like this in, you'd say like your Souls-like games where you can pick on how you level yourself up. The choice is so good. There's so many that sometimes you just don't know. They still want to fight me. You just don't know what to pick. So I am obviously here. I've gone apart from strength, which I really boosted up, and I tried to get this up just so I could use them staffs because they were cool. Probably didn't even fit my character. My health pool, which is there, only 70. You would probably want to put that up. So that should probably swap with that. My health went down so fast. That's 20 more than health my strength is. So I could just whack stuff. But the choice is so good. This I only started paying attention to probably halfway through, which is probably not good. I probably rushed it. These are my groups. Days past, look. Days past, 183 days. And A lot of them were wasted mainly because of the vampirism. I didn't get the bartering, or the persuading, should I say. The cool stuff. I like this. I really like this. Super cool. But obviously I would never have got that, I don't think, if I wasn't part of the vampire community. It's really easy to use everything, to lock onto everything, choose what's going on. If I want that one, I can pick. Now, again, I'm playing on the PC, so it's easy. I've got my mouse. Click wherever I want, so on. But once so my review of this is that if it wasn't for my computer, I would probably have done a lot more. I would have done more quests. I wouldn't have rushed through. Because in the end of the day, all I did mainly, at the start, I was probably doing lots of things, and then it was like, oh, I'm just going to do the main quest just to finish it, because I can't be dealing with the pain. Now, I could play this again. If this ran smoothly, I would play it a lot longer. I would do all the side quests. I would get high level. I've seen lots of people who have get some unreal weapons. The shops, the things you can buy, there's stuff for like 12,000 coins. But I'd done the quests, especially all of these. I found loads of these. I can't remember what you call them, but they're like little crystal tunnels sort of thing. There's so many expensive things in there you collect. Now, I couldn't carry much stuff. I can carry quite a lot, but not as much as I wanted to. Like, if I went there, I'd probably have to go all the way back to here, sell, then back to another one, back, sell, and over and over again. This is something that I'm going to finish with this, because, well, but the game was not really easy. Like, the fighting mechanics are really strange. It depends what view you want to play in. You can play in first person, third person, or whatever you want to call it. And I know a lot of people would play like this. I'm pretty sure this view is the original Oblivion, so more people would probably play this. I didn't. I prefer to play like this anyway. I can see my character, follow him around. Makes it a lot easier. I don't know why. And probably because I'm used to games like that. But it's nice. When I say it's easy, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in like a good way. Like, it's fun because you know you can do it. Like, whatever mission you're trying to do, you know you can accomplish it. You might have to die a few times. You might have to go and get some new weapon or whatever. You might have to play defensively. You might have to guard more than you'd like to. But it can be done. Like, I think one of the most difficult fights I had, apart from it being the final guy, that Manka Camera, who somehow just died in my in like the one fight I did. I don't know what, I think I buffed myself up. I used random things, and he just died. I didn't even know how he died so fast. But the other fight that I had that was so difficult was in my castle that I actually own, Battle Fort or something like that. Battlehorn Castle. So below there's like a special weapon and stuff that you get from a ghost. You have to fight the skeleton, fight the ghost. That was difficult, but I knew I could do it. I actually cheesed him in the end because the skeleton wasn't coming over the water. But that's what I mean. It's easily doable. There's nothing where you think, never ever gonna do this. It gets a bit frustrating, but it's easy to do. All the Oblivion gates, like, they were fun. You could run through them if you wanted to run through them. You didn't even need to fight anybody. I ran. There was a timed one. It might have been the last one I'd done. and I had a minute to spare, and I was just legging it through. I wasn't even fighting anymore, because once you'd done the Oblivion Gate, well, it would teleport you out, which was real good, rather than running through. In a lot of other games, you would have to run all the way back through. That was really good. So the level of difficulty in this game was perfect. It was great. It was great fun, and I can see why it was like massive when it came out. Like whenever that was, a long time ago, maybe like 20 years ago, something like that. Maybe longer. But this was good. And as a remastered, like the views, again, my PC doesn't run it very well, but that's pretty amazing. That is. I love it. Yeah. So yeah, that's my review of Oblivion. I imagine those that have played it a long time ago knew a lot more about it than me and knew what to expect. But for someone who's never played it before, the level of difficulty was good. Some of the things were annoying or didn't need to be as long, but it was wicked. If it wasn't for my PC, I'd played way more, and it'd have been more than just 30 videos. So yeah. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything else you want to add. Let me know if you think. Remember, I'm just saying from what it's been like for me to play it. I thought it was great, though. I did think it was great. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the Oblivion Remastered video. Move on to some more, shall we? See you next time.